Hey everybody, welcome back to Henry Disc Golf. My name is Jerry. Today we will be shooting around with me and Jesse at Lincoln Park in Kenosha. Alright, right now we have hole number one. Hole number one is a 209-foot par 3. I'm throwing the finish line pace. Jesse is throwing a Axiom Envy. Here are the results from Jesse's drive. He came up a little bit short. We also want to let you know that this was a really windy day. We had gusts up to 20 miles an hour as we were out there. I also have new putters that I'm trying out for the first time with my first round with them. They are the Eco EV7 Telos. The Telos mold, I believe, is the finish line pace mold. And I was messing with a one disc round with it and was putting really well, so I definitely picked myself up a couple to see if I like them. Again, I'm going with my new finish line pace that I just picked up. That one was on a pretty decent line, but it did tap a tree and kick it towards the basket, nearly almost putting it in. Jesse goes a little bit too wide here and actually turns it over a bit too much and hits the same tree, but kicks in the opposite direction as me. So here are the results of Jesse's drive with a little upshot there. Just wound up pulling it a little bit. Definitely left himself with quite a bit of a putt. He also has two new putters in the bag as well. They're just a fresh set of XT AVRs. He does actually miss that one. It does roll around me and then back down the hill over here. And there is a little layup. Here are the results from my drive. A nice easy tap in birdie. And Jesse unfortunately is tapping out a double bogey 5 on hole 2. Here we are on hole number 3. Hole number 3 is a 130-foot par 3. Again, I'm going with the finish line pace. Putting it up there right next to the basket. It was a great little throw. And then Jesse is throwing one of his multiple envies. He definitely loves this disc. He just throws it down too low. It does wind up sliding up a little bit there. So here are the results of his drive. He definitely wants this one for birdie and just misses that. And then just misses that one too. He is definitely not happy about taking a double bogey and then a bogey, especially a bogey on the easiest hole on the course. And there's my little tap out for birdie. Here we are on hole number 4. Hole number 4 is a 253-foot par 3. Throwing the finish line pace. Putting that out with a little bit of width. The wind was really pushing right to left there, so it definitely pushed the disc out a lot further, but I am pin high, probably about 30 feet away. Jesse is going with that same Envy. Throws it a little bit lower and gets a pretty decent skip. His shot is just inside of my shot. So here are the results of mine. Actually, probably more about 22 to 25 feet away. Just putting it off the top. Again, throwing into a headwind there. Definitely, like I said, still working out, learning those new putters. Here is Jesse's shot. Hits the band. There's a tap in for Jesse, and here is my putt coming back. Probably, again, another 22 footer here. Just about as far as the first putt was. But we're going to go ahead and get that in. All right, here we are on hole number 5. Hole number 5 is a 203-foot par 3. Again, throwing the pace. Throwing it there. It looked like it was quite a bit of a good ace run. Threw it out just a little bit wide and let the thing just hyzer back a little bit. Jesse is going with that same Envy he's thrown on the last couple holes. Kind of is more of the elevator shot. Throws it up high and wide and then just lets the thing come down. That one was also looking really spicy as well. Here are the results. 2 nice easy tap-ins for birdie. All right, moving on to hole number 6. Hole number 6 is a 177-foot par 3. I do keep this one quite a bit inside and then do get a pretty big skip because of the way the wind is. With the pace, Jesse is going with, again, that same envy that he has been throwing. He throws it on a pretty good line, but because of the wind and everything, it does wind up skipping kind of by the basket and going all the way down to the bridge. Mine also came up by the bridge, but we have a little layup. I was actually trying to run it, but I will take the layup. Here is Jesse's look at his putt here. Again, kind of just laying it up. Those putts were just a little bit too far away from the basket. We are both going to go ahead and tap in some threes. There it is. Moving on to hole number 7. Hole number 7 is a 258-foot par 3. I'm again going with the pace, keeping it just inside, throwing it on a really nice line, putting that right at pin high. We are looking at about a 10-footer for a birdie. And Jesse is throwing that envy again. Just hangs it out a little bit too wide, but it does go ahead and come back a little bit. He has left himself with about a 25-footer here. Maybe just a touch further than that. He does have that tree in his way just a little bit. He's going to try to run this one. Just barely taps the tree, which makes it, of course, miss the putt. Here are the results of my drive. Nice easy tap in. There it is, carding another birdie. And Jesse to card his par. We are moving on to hole number 8. Hole number 8 is a 211-foot par 3. I am throwing the finish line pace. The line out of my hand looked really good, but it just clipped the tree branches, put it up a little bit too high, and dropped straight down. Jesse is going with that same envy that he's been throwing on the last 5 holes or so. Throws that one out nicely, puts that pin high about 15 feet away. Here is the results of my shot. Came up quite a bit short. I would still probably say about 100 feet into the basket. Throwing the pace again after picking it up, putting it there. Here's the results of Jesse's drive. Again, about a 15-footer. Nice and easy. And here's mine with about a 10-footer. Cleaning up my par. There it is. Moving on to hole number 9. Hole number 9 is a 210-foot par 3. We do have that mandatory right there. Jesse throws a really nice shot with his AVR 3, flexing it over. I'm again going with the pace, basically trying to throw a similar line around the Mando and letting it just kind of drift over, hoping that it stables out a little bit at the end of the flight, and it has a pretty good flight. Both of these are short. We are left with about 25 footers here, trying to see if we can go ahead and put these in the basket. Oh, just a little outside. Again, very windy day. Putting is definitely on the tougher side. Here is Jesse's look. Unfortunately, looked a lot like mine. We're going to go ahead and tap these in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Make it good for somebody else, and we will see you next time. Peace.